One. Okay, welcome to a tutorial by Create Vision. I'm your host Fraser. So in this tutorial we'll be just talking about the basics of algorithms. You know, algorithms, let me just define what it is for you. An algorithm is an finite sequence of rigorous instructions typically used to solve a class of specific problems or perform a computation. Algorithms are used as a specification for performing calculation and data processing. More advanced algorithms can use conditional statements. This is what we have here. So right now in front of us we have a basic algorithm on how to make coffee, because coffee is one of the most favorite thing for everybody else, and we are using basic conditional statements. Okay, so what is a conditional statement? A conditional statement is an expression or conditional instructions for a programming language. It commands and commands for handling decisions, specifically conditional performance. You know, different computation of actions depending on whether the programmer is using Boolean conditions, which is true or false. In terms of conditional flow, this is what we have right here: control flow of a basic process on how to use, how to make coffee. So let me just walk through this thing with you. So in the beginning, when you're making coffee, right, you will have the beginning of the idea. Basically, our algorithm is on how to make coffee. So this is the beginning. You have the specific idea on what to do. And what am I going to do right now? I want to make a cup of coffee. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to boil water in a kettle, put coffee in a cup, which will be obviously your next step after you're boiling. Add sugar to the cup, pour boiling water in the cup, and add milk if you want, and stir until homogenized. And then that will be the end of your process. So as you can see, we've just walked through like the basic conditions of of making a cup of coffee with control flows. Okay, a control flow is an order which individual statements, instructions, or functions called to imperative programs are executed or evaluated. The emphasis is on explicit control flow distinguishes an imperative programming language from a declaration programming language. So right now, my first video brought to you by Fraser, your host, basically explaining the most basic processes on making boiled water of boiled coffee. So you'll boil your water in a kettle, put coffee in a cup, add sugar in a cup, pour boiling water in a cup, add milk if you want, stir until homogenized, and that's the end of your coffee, and then you pour and you enjoy. So this is the basic idea of algorithms. You basically have an idea followed by the steps that you need to take in order to implement this idea of yours. It can be anything. So I've just kept it simple in this tutorial by beginning with my boiled water of coffee. So that's what I'm going to go and make right now, and I'll be back in your next tutorial. Please subscribe and like my video on the basics. Okay, bye for now.